in the Europa Conference League, of course, with only 2 games left to secure qualification or, of course, face elimination. Who's going to go through? Who's going to go out? We're going to take a little look next. Today we'll take a look at matchday number 5, of course, in this year's Europa Conference League, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where you've been, smash your subscribe button back and say all things Conference League related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're going to all here, boys, under one rooski. That's right. Of course, we're still going with our own very own prediction league in the Europa Conference League, and today we're going to take a look at matchday number 5, see who's doing well, see who's doing shit, and all that kind of jazz, and in between. Of course, if you are new, make sure you bang the old subscribe, because a whopping 78% of you are not subscribed. Meanwhile, make sure you get the YouTube algorithm working for you by hitting the old like button. But anyway, let's get in there and have a little look at how I got on, then how you guys got on in our own little super league. In fact, bit of a boost for me. Not great though. Not. I haven't seen the dizzy heights of 59 points, but definitely an upgrade since last couple of weeks. So here we go then. Stania against Balkani 0-0 was the final score. I went with a 2-1 win there. 0 points for me on that one. Nordsjælland and Spartak Trnava 1-1 draw was my pick. 2-0 win it was for the hosts. Again, kicking off forward, HJK from Finland against Frankfurt. 1-0 win was the final score. 3-0 win in my eyes. Got 4 points for that one. Meanwhile, PAOK against Aberdeen 2-2. It was final score. I went with the home win there. Absolutely shambolic. Meanwhile, Fiorentina with a 1-0 win over Kurakakai. I went with a 3-0 win. Got 4 points on that one. Meanwhile, Ferencváros against Genk was a 1-1 draw. Called it. Got them on spot on the nose. 6 points on that one. Meanwhile, we got Legia Warsaw against Shrewsbury Mostar. 2-0 win was my pick. 2-1 it was for the hosts on that one. Buda Glimt picked up a 2-1 win over Besiktas. What a shocker there. I went with a 2-0 win for the hosts. 0 points for me on that one. Victoria Pilsen with the 1-0 win over Zagreb. I went with the 2-1 win as well. This is my booster. What a shambles here. Ludogorets Razgrad. 2-0 win for them over Fenerbahce. I went with the 3-0 win the other way. Oh, wow. Yes, shambles. That cost me dear. Meanwhile, Villa with a 2-1 win over AZ Alkmaar with a 3-1 win on that one. Meanwhile, Bruges with a 2-0 win over Lugano. Got the one spot on the nose as well. Meanwhile, Zorya Lugosnezh with a 3-1 loss to Tel Aviv. I went with the 1-1 draw on that one. Bredovic, 3-2 loss to Ghent. I went with the 3-0 win for Ghent. And Olympic Ljubljana 2-0 win over Klašvik. I went with the draw myself. And then wrap it up. Islam Bratislava with a draw against Lille. I went with the 2-1 win as well. So pretty shitty for match day number 4. Let's take a little look then at our own prediction league. Don't look. Close your eyes. Okay, now we're in. No, keep your eyes closed. So the kicking ass and taking names is Nico ZT with 55 points. Well done to him. NG 100 up there with 55. Also, Motta as well, 52 points. Hansworth 50. Vinny Hong, or Vincent 47. And then she's back. I did pretty pants, as you can see. Very, very pants as well. But anyway, what about the overall grand scheme of things? Well, the man and the legend is Hansworth with 199. He's nearly up to 200. Vincent up there, of course, with 191. Nico ZT up third to 185. I am in 8th. Need a good couple of weeks here if I'm going to break into the Power 5, which I am not scared to do so. So we will see how I get on soon. Of course, let's take a look at the tables then. As we see right here, right now, Lille are running away with it. 8 points right now over in Group A. Then Slovan Bratislava is in second for the time being. It's still wide open as anyone can qualify from Group A. Group B sees Ghent 10 for 12 for them. They've actually played one more game than Tel Aviv and Zorya Lugosnezh, of course, so that could change up a little bit whenever that game gets played. But Bredovic look doomed. In fact, not they're doomed already. They've just got 2 games left, no points on the board right now. Victoria Pilsen, of course, 100% success rate for them, 12 points from 12, and they look, I think they're qualified, 7. So they are there. They are through to the playoffs already. Get assigned, sealed, delivered. They are yours. But who's going to be in second spot? That's the battle still to be had. Meanwhile, Club Bruges also looking very good at the moment over in Group D. 3 points clear over Buda Glimt with Lugano and Besiktas. Besiktas look doomed right now. 3 defeats on the spin, it looks like. Not great for them. Legia Warsaw top the table over in Group E with the Villa in second. Shrewsbury Mostar and AZ Alkmaar look a little bit too far gone. Technically, they still could qualify, but unless they play each other, then I don't think they can. But it is a race for the top between the Polish outfit and the Premier League outfit. Me and Fiorentina are at the moment looking good in Group F with yet to taste defeat, but 2 points clear over Fenerbahce and Genk, who are battling out for second spot for the time being. But again, it could all change very, very soon. Group G sees PAOK running away with it, yet to taste defeat either. 10 points on the board. Frankfurt in second, and Aberdeen and HJK look doomed. Fenerbahce atop the charts in Group H with Norgesland and Ludogorets Razgrad and Spartak Trnava. Those are the groups. Of course, this is the picks. Let's get into it and waste no more further ado. So here we go. Match number 5 coming at you thick and fast. There is another game happening on the 25th of November. It's Tel Aviv against Zora Lugashnesh. We're not doing that one because I think I'm going to drop this video before that. So that game will also be going on behind the scenes. And I think they will also be in action this week. So here we go. We're going to start with Astana against Zagreb on Thursday, November the 30th. Be with you now. These two sides have played each other 5 times in 2018. Nothing for Astana. 5 wins for Zagreb, 0 draws as well. Astana, no wins, just 1 goal scored over the 5 games, 0.20 goals a game ratio. Up against Zagreb, 5-1 win their biggest, 14 goals scored in those 5 matches, 2.80 goals a game. Up against Zagreb, though, 50% form for them over the last 6 in all competitions, all venues, just 1 defeat the past 5, though. They are 4th. They're struggling right now in Group C. Up against Astana, unbeaten in the last 4, 50% form for them. Also, they are 3rd with 4 points at the board right now. Last time around, though, over in Astana, it was a 2-0 win for Zagreb back in August 2023. That was this season. So this will be actually the 4th time they played each other this season. Wow, we wow. And Zagreb have scored, 11 goals in the last 3 games against them, of course. But the odds for this one then, we have Astana 5-2 for the victory, even Steams is your Zagreb, and 5-2 is the draw. Well, all that bearing in mind, I'm going to go with a 1-0 win, in fact, maybe a 2-0 win for Zagreb on this one. Meanwhile, HJK against Aberdeen. Let's get into this one then, shall we? Over in Finland, that's right. Now, these two sides have played just once. It was a reverse fixture. We'll talk about that shortly. Of course, HJK, 4 defeats on the spin for them in all competitions at all venues. They are 25% form at the moment, 4th in the table with just 1 point. Meanwhile, Aberdeen, of course, 42% form for them at the moment. Just 1 defeat the past 4 in all competitions and all venues. They are 3rd, and of course 2 points on the board right now. Last time around, of course, it was a 1-1 draw in Potodry back in October 2023. Aberdeen on the back of a 6-0 loss to Celtic. Of course, HJK's last match was in fact a Conference League game against Frankie. In fact, they haven't scored in the last 2 games and have conceded 7 goals against them. The odds right here right now for this one, we have HJK Helsinki 30-10 for the victory, 2-1 is your Aberdeen, of course, and 5-2 is the draw. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Aberdeen on this one, give them a little bit of hope, I think, but I think all is lost really for them to qualify from this group. Meanwhile, AZ Alkmaar up against Risky Mostar coming at you in Group E. Again, they played each other just once. We'll talk about that shortly. AZ Alkmaar without a win in 4 now, 40% form for them, heading into this 4th for the table, 3 points on the board up against Mostar, who are 3rd in the table. Back-to-back defeats for them, of course, in all competitions and in all venues. They did play each other at Mostar, wherever that is, in September 2023. The reverse fixture, 7-goal thriller it was in a victory for Zrinski Mostar as well. The hosts on this occasion, AZ Alkmaar on the back of a 1-0 loss against Feyenoord. Zrinski Mostar did lose to Velez Mostar in the domestic league most recently, back on the 13th of November. But the odds right here, right now, we've got AZ 10-3 on for the victory, 19-4 is draw, 50-2 is your way. We are going to go with a popular vote, 3-0 win, AZ, to take the W on that one. Besiktas against Club Brugge, of course, over in Group D. Played each other 4 times. These two sides in 2006. We got 1 win for Besiktas, 2 for Club Brugge, 1 draw as well. Besiktas coming into this, 33% form for them right now, 2 wins the last 6. They are 4th with 1 point on the board. Up against Bruges, of course, 75% form for them right now, just 1 defeat at the past 6. They are 1st, 10 points on the board. They have played each other 4 times, 2 wins for Bruges, 1 win for Besiktas, and 1 draw. The previous time they played each other in Turkey, it was a 3-1 win for Bruges back in March 2015. That was in the Europa League knockout stages. The reverse fixture in Belgium this campaign back in September was a 1-1 draw as well. Bruges on the back of a local derby against Sussex Bruges and drew that 0-0. They actually got back-to-back clean sheets at the moment. Meanwhile, Besiktas with a big 1-0 win over Başakşehir in the Superliga in Turkey, of course. The odds here, we have 13-8 is your Besiktas, 5-2 is your draw, 8-5 is your away win. So the form for Besiktas, unless they've completely decided to throw this, is terrible. It's terrible, but they are still a weapon to be had at home. I'm going to give them a 2-1 win. I think they'll rise above it, get the result, and can they still qualify? I don't know. Meanwhile, Bodø Glimt up against Lugano coming at you over in Norway. Now, these two sides, where are you? Where are you, Bodø Glimt? There you are, of course, on one of the earlier kickoffs on Thursday, November the 30th. Pretty sure they're just the one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Glimt, 100% form for them right now. 2nd to the table table and 7 points on the board. Up against Lugano, 3 defeats on the spin for them, 25% form for them in all competitions and all venues. They are third, 4 points on the board right now. Last time around, it was a 0-0 draw in Switzerland back in September 2023. But a glimmer though on the back of a 1-0 win over Arslandsland in the Norwegian top flight there with Zurich. Last match, Lugano's last match was against Zurich in a back-to-back games without a goal. They are struggling to score at the moment. The odds here, 11-4 on is your But a glimmer, 4-1 is draw, 6-1 is your Lugano. We are back in the host here. We're going to go 3-0. Struggling as Lugano scoring goals. I think But a glimmer at home will be too much of a weapon. Balkani up against Victoria Pinson, of course, coming at you over in Group C. Played each other just the once. We'll talk about that shortly. Balkani, 1 defeated past 6, 75% form for them, and they are second with 4 points on the board. Up against Pinson, 67% form for them, and now 4 wins on the 4 wins of the last 6. They are, of course, top of the table in Group C, 12 points out of 12. Pinson with a 1-0 win last round at September, of course, against this opposition, and they come into on the back of a 3-1 win over Olmanic in their cup round 4. Meanwhile, Balkani with a 3-1 over Dokanji in their top flight as well. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Balkani 31-20 for the victory, 8-5 is your Pinson, 5-2 is your draw. We're going with the host, going with the popular vote as well. A 2-0 win, 36% of the vote on that one. Ghent against Zorya Lugosneshka, of course, coming at you in Belgium. Again, one of the earlier kickoffs. Now these two sides have played each other just the once. Of course, we'll talk about that shortly. Ghent, top of the table with 10 points on the board right now. 92% form for them, unbeaten in at least the last 6 games. Lugosneshka, of course, without a win in 5. 25% form for them right now. They are, of course, third in the table with 4 points right now. The previous event back in Lugosneshka, it was a 1-1 draw back in September 2023. Ghent also on the back of a 1-1 draw against Anderlecht, of course, in Belgium. Lugosneshka with a 2-1 loss against Cherksky in their top flight as well. But the odds right here right now, we have Ghent to 11-2 on favoured here. Red hot favourite, 6-1 is your, 14-1 is your long shots. Let's go 3-0 win. Of course, we're going to play the booster on that one. Oh, yes, indeed. K.I. Klashvich against Slovan Bratislava, of course, coming at you in, where is that? Faroes, Iceland, I don't even know. Played each other just the one time. Of course, Klashvich, 42% form for them right now. Back-to-back defeats. They're looking a bit grim right now. Third in the table and 4 points on the board. Up against Slovan Bratislava, unbeaten in the last 6 games, 92% form for them. They are second in the table with 7 points on the board. The previous event was a 2-1 win in Bratislava, back, of course, in September 2023. Klashvich with a 2-0 loss. And then last match against Olympic Ljubljana, of course, Slovan Bratislava's last match, 3-0 win against Slovan Geletana, and of course their cup round 4. The odds here, we have 12-5 is your Klashvich, 5-2 is your draw, 21-20 is your Slovan Bratislava. They're going to go and popular vote 2-1 win for their visitors to take the spills on that one. Olympic Ljubljana against Lille, of course, coming at you over in Group A, of course. Places just to one time. We'll talk about that shortly. Ljubljana winning 4 in the bout, 75% form for them right now. However, they are 4th with 3 points on the board. Up against Lille, 75% form for them also. Unbeaten in the last 6, however, drawing 3 on the bounce. They are top of the table with 8 points at the moment. The previous event was a 2-0 win in France back in September 2023. Ljubljana with a 4-1 win over Valgeny in their cup round 32. Lille with a 1-1 draw against Toulouse. In fact, they've got 3 draws on the spin, back-to-back 1-1 draws as well. The odds right here right now, we've got Ljubljana 50-4 for the victory, 14-5 is your draw, 10-7 on is, of course, your Lille here. Let's go 2-1 win. Lille taking the points on this one. Spartak Trnava against Ludogorets Razgrad, coming at you in Trnava. Where is it? There it is. Of course, coming at you. These two sides have played just the one time. Of course, Trnava over in Group H has 75% form for them right now. Unbeaten in the last 5. They are 4th with just 1 point right now in this competition. Meanwhile, Ludogorets Razgrad, 6 wins on the bounce. Of course, they are 3rd with 6 points on the board as well. Last time around, it was a 4-0 win for Ludogorets back in September 2023. They, of course, oh my gosh, 3 games without conceding a goal. Ludogorets Razgrad, they've also got 10 goals scored in the last 3 games combined. Last match was against Balkan. 4-0 win, was it in the Balkan Cup or whatever cup that is, round of 32. Trnava with a 2-0 win over Konstici in their Superliga as well. Both sides on okay kind of form right now. The odds right here right now, Trnava 3-1 for the victory, 30-5 is draw, 6-5 on is your Ludogorets Razgrad. We are backing them as well. We're going to go 2-0 win, another clean sheet, 3 points in the bag for Ludogorets Razgrad. North Switzerland against Fenerbahce, of course, coming at you over in Group H. These two sides again, just the one time played each other. 58% form there for North Switzerland, just 2 defeats the last 6, second at the table and 7 points on the board. Fenerbahce without a win in 3, 58% form for them. They are top of the table with 9 points on the board right now. Fenerbahce 3-1 win last time around in Turkey back in September 2023. Norgesland on the back of a 2-0 loss to Midtjylland in their Danish Superliga with Fenerbahce drawing with with Adna. Of course, back-to-back games now without a goal, though, for Fenerbahce heading into this. The odds here for this, 7-4 is your Norkish 25 is your 6-4, of course, is your Fenerbahce, who look to be struggling. I'm going to go with a draw here. It's not a popular vote. Maybe I'll get some points on this one against you guys. Frankfurt, Frankie, do you and me, up against PAOK, of course, come at you in Group G. You play each other just the one time as well. 83% form for Frankie right now, second at the table, and 9 points on the board. Up against PAOK, just one defeat past 6, 75% form for them right now. They are 10th, of course. Sorry, they are first with 10 points on the board right now. Last time around in Greece, it was a 2-1 win for PAOK back in October 2023. Frankfurt with a big 2-2 draw against Bremen most recently. Of course, PAOK with a 2-1 win over Panathinaikos, of course, in the Greek Super League as well. The odds right here, right now, we got Frankie coming at you 22-13 on for the victory, 14-5 is draw, 50-4 is, of course, your away win. We are backing the host here, 2-win. We've got the popular vote, 42% of us going with that one. Into the final stretches here, it's Kudakakai. They're taking on Ferencváros, of course, from Hungary, coming at you this coming Thursday. Play each other just the one time. Kudakakai on 25% form for them right now, 3 defeats on the spin, 4th in the table, 0 points on the board. Up against Ferencváros, 50% form for them right now. However, without a win in 3, 1-2 lost to and drawn to over the last 6. They are second with 6 points on the board. They have played each other the previous 3-1 win it was in Hungary back in September 2023. Kudakakai with a 2-1 loss against Partizan Belgrade most recently. Ferencváros with a 1-0 loss against Ferencváros over in the Hungarian top flight. The odds right here, right now, we're looking at Kudakakai with 15-4 for the victory here. 16-5 is draw. 13-8 on is, of course, your Ferencváros. Going to go with a 2-0 win. Popular vote once again. For the visitors, Fiorentina up against Genk, of course, coming at you as well. In matchday number 5. Played each other just the one time. Fiorentina, 50% form for them right now. 1-3 and lost 3. Of course, first in the table. That's, of course, in Group F. 8th. 8 points right now. For the time being. Meanwhile, Genk coming to on 67% form for them right now, just 1 defeat at the past 6. They are third with 6 points on the board. A win for Genk could see them leapfrog Fiorentina in the top of Group F. Previous match was a 2-2 draw in Belgium back in September 2023. Genk on the back of a 3-1 win over Oud Hulavi in the Juniper League there. Fiorentina with a 2-1 win over Bologna, of course, most recently in Serie A. Let's go Gold Fest here. Go with the popular vote. 35% of us going 3-2 win, and I'm going to stick to it as well. Villa up against Legia Warsaw to take over and command of this group, and that group is Group E. 83% form for Villa right now, just 1 defeat past 6. They are top of the table with 9 points on the board. Up against Legia Warsaw on 75% form for them. Of course, 1 defeat past 6. They are second with 9 points. Goal difference separating the two sides. 3-2 win it was last time around for Legia Warsaw back in September. Of course, Villa on the back of a 3-1 win over Fulham. Warsaw with a 0-0 draw against Lech Poznan over in the Polish league there. The odds here for Villa, 7-2 on for the victory. They are favoured here, 5-1 is your draw. 70-2 is, of course, your Legia. Gonna go 3-1 win on this one. 90% of the vote here going for the host to get the W. And then wrapping up is, of course, a busy week on the agenda for Maccabi Tel Aviv, taking on Bredovic, of course. The second match in this competition, Bredovic, 0% form for them right now. They are bottom. Of course, 6 wins on the bounce. Up against Maccabi Tel Aviv, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form for them right now. Second at the table and 6 points on the board. The previous match was a 3-2 win for Tel Aviv. That was in Israel, or wherever it was. Not sure where they play in these games. Bredovic, though, a 3-2 loss to Ghent most recently. Of course, Maccabi Tel Aviv, 3-1 loss to Lugosnest. No, 3-1 win over Lugosnest most recently in Group B. Now, the odds for this one, we are looking at what are we looking at on this one? Bredovic are, of course, 5-1 for the victory, 2-1 on is Tel Aviv, and 16-5 is your away win. Let's go 2-0 win for Tel Aviv on this one. And that, my friends, will complete my pack. Oh, yes, got my booster there, of course, for Ghent against Lugosnest, of course, but let me know your thoughts. And maybe even chuck it. Let us know your double header there, your Brucey bonus pick there. That's, of course, all we got forward for you today. Make sure you bang the old likey, get the YouTube algorithm working for you, and make sure you smash the old subscribe button. Of course, we look forward to the final ones in the group stages, match number 6. But until then, guys, subscribe, thumbs up, and, of course, hit the little bell. But until then, I'll see you soon for the next one.